Here's your General Hospital spoiler sneak peek at some of the action that will take place in Port Charles the week of August 11th to 15th, 2025. Be sure to tune in to ABC each weekday to see how it all plays out. Anna warns Jason, Jocelyn, and Vaughn check into the 5 poppies Britt is threatened. Alexis ponders a legal maneuver Tracy is disappointed in. Cody Drew encounters Willow Jason, summons Alexis Carly confronts. Marco Chase is ordered to make an arrest. Emma is determined. Britt is reprimanded. Anna demands intel from Brennan, Willow briefs. Elizabeth Rocco reassures Gio Drew, makes a stunning declaration. Dante and Brooklyn strategize. Michael encourages Gio Stella, urges Kai to fight for Trina Chase, confides in Willow. Molly tries to reason with Drew. Jason is a man on a mission. Isaiah asks Felicia for advice. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. Here is your General Hospital spoiler sneak peek video for Friday, August 8th, 2025. Anna doesn't typically let a little thing like a kidnapping keep her from doing what she sets out to do. Jack sidetracked Anna by having her abducted and brought to his office so she wouldn't tell Carly the truth. But Jack knows Anna has him in a bind because she can ruin his relationship at any time by mentioning that he turned Carly's daughter into a WSB agent. Anna already held that over his head, so Jack is in a panic when Anna tells Carly that they have some unfinished business they need to discuss. Jack knows he can't let Anna get to Carly. It could ruin his personal life and his mission, which somehow involves Britt Westbourne. As for Britt, she enjoys some rest and relaxation time at the resort pool and declares that she is on strike. Whatever research she is working on apparently has to wait. Just the idea that Drew is looking at schools for Scout so he can move her granddaughter to DC has Alexis reeling. She has feared this since Sam died, and now it's actually here. Drew wants to take Sam's daughter away from her family due to his own selfishness. This was not what Sam wanted at all, so Alexis runs to Jason because she now realizes that Scout might have been better off with a mob hitman since Danny seems to be doing okay. Since Sam thought she'd given birth to Jason's child on the side of the road in 2017, perhaps it's appropriate that Jason steps in here. Drew is still trying to run Willow's life from behind the scenes, kinda like Nina. They are both determined for Willow to get her kids back, but Drew is a little more obsessive than Nina. He goes to Elizabeth and asks if Willow seems better off without him. Will Liz be diplomatic and tell the man she nearly married the truth? Willow might be in bad shape, but she'd be in worse shape if she were still with him. Christina meets her mother for lunch at the Metro Court. As they wait for Molly, Alexis lets Christina know her plan is working, and she details the deal she made with Ava, cutting Rick out for one final payment. Christina won't believe it until she sees Rick's totaled car. Christina wishes she could have kept Molly out of this plan. She believes Cody really likes Molly and cares about her. Alexis asks if she regrets coming between them. At the hospital, Liz gives Rick a copy of Willow's records and recommendations for her hearing in the fall. She tells him how generous it is of him to take Willow's case on pro bono. In the halls, Martin runs into Stella and says he just got out of PT and feels great. Sadly, he needs more sessions, according to his therapist, but his insurance won't pay out. Stella says they will fight this, and Martin calls her an angel. Back at the nurses' station, Ava interrupts Liz and Rick. She asks Liz to give Lucas, who is staying with her, the door opener to her garage. Liz quickly skedaddles off, and Ava asks Rick if he'd like to join her at the Metro Court pool. He explains he's too busy with Willow's case. He goes to lean in for a kiss when Liz blurts out, "Good news! Deanna will be a character witness for Willow." Annoyed, Ava walks off and texts Cody asking if he's busy. Later, Liz gets a text from Jake, who is with Aiden and Lucky in Norway. She loves the photos he's sending and wishes she had the time to paint them all. Rick flirts with her, suggesting she might get herself a generous benefactor to do so one day. Time passes, and Liz chats with Stella about a patient's insurance issue. Stella loves it when she gets a company to do the right thing and pay out. At the pool, Felicia runs into Cody and invites him to Mac's upcoming BBQ. However, when he learns Molly is also invited, He declines because Molly is angry at him, though he doesn't know why. Felicia won't take no for an answer, so Cody accepts the invite. Nearby, Gio and Emma discuss their plans to break into Dalton's lab when Anna arrives with Outback, and she's completely fed up. She could hear Outback barking from the lobby and reminds them that their building doesn't allow dogs. She demands one of them watch the dog for the day, but they claim they can't as they are going to Dalton's lecture. Anna says she'll take care of him for now and walks off. Gio yells out, "Look out! They're on paw troll!" Anna shoots him a look. Anna then speaks with Felicia and fears her granddaughter is going to make a move against Dalton tonight. Anna walks to an alcove to call the fire department, wondering when the hall at PCU, where the lecture is taking place, was last inspected by the fire marshal. Trina arrives and runs into Ava. The young woman asks if Rick is meeting her, but Ava says he's not, and she was right. She deserves a lot better than Rick. Cody appears, having quickly changed clothing, and Trina makes herself scarce when she sees the looks between them. Ava is surprised to see Cody, saying she was going to invite him to the pool when she texted him earlier, as Rick didn't want to come with her. Cody calls Rick an idiot for giving up a day with her. Trina hangs out with Emma and passes on Joss's text message not to take that job with Dalton. She knows Emma doesn't like her, but she should trust Joss on this one. Later, Emma calls the university to find out when she can get the keys to the lecture hall for Dalton, only to learn it's been canceled. At the Q's, Sunny drops by to see BLQ, who admits she's messed up. She tells him she's the reason Rocco found out about Britt, explains her plan to hurt Lulu, but that she couldn't go through with it. She swears she didn't leave the file out for Rocco to find. Sunny believes her, notes Rocco is fine, thinks the boy should have found out from his parents long ago, but they had other things to deal with. Their topic changes to deception, and Brooke Lynn has good news for him. In Laura's office, Jordan admits to her friend that after all these weeks, she still has nothing on Sidwell. Laura says the guy is as dirty as they come and wonders if someone else is helping pull this off. Jordan thinks he's running the illegal side of his business through Marco. Jordan has no proof of this, but won't stop until she gets it. Laura wonders how long it will take for Sidwell to bring her into the fold. Jordan feels he won't, unless she can prove she's trustworthy. Laura reminds her that she doesn't have a badge to fall back on, and she can only do so much to protect her as the mayor. Later, Anna and Outback meet with Laura to give her an update on Sidwell. The PCPD believes he used Selena Wu's people to frame her for the fire at Charlie's. As for Marco, without his coming forward, they don't have a kidnapping to prosecute. Suddenly, an irate woman named Mabel storms in to report a crime to the mayor, only to find out she's meeting with the perpetrator. Mabel is president of the building's HOA where she and Anna live, and Anna is devaluing the property values with her pet, which is against the rules. Anna claims this isn't her dog, but the woman has audio recordings to prove Anna's lying. Drew meets with Sidwell at an outdoor cafe. Sidwell has another meeting, so he tells the congressman to make it quick. Drew needs whatever Sidwell has on Sunny as a way to help his darling Willow get her kids back. If Sidwell doesn't give him the dirt, then he'll make his life difficult. Sidwell asks if he's threatening him. Lucy interrupts and tells Drew how sorry she is about the wedding. Drew leaves them to enjoy their lunch, but first reminds Sidwell not to forget what he asked of him. Lucy and Sidwell sit down, and Lucy is annoyed when she learns Jordan is joining them. Lucy, clearly oblivious that he's just not into her, was hoping this was going to be a more intimate lunch, and makes it clear to Sidwell that she wants more from him. Jordan soon joins them and tells Sidwell that the mayor is thrilled with his donation to the park beautification project. Sidwell says this meeting is because Lucy has a deception update. After being assured by Sidwell that Jordan can be trusted, Lucy begins to talk. Back at the Metro Court restaurant, Molly joins her sister and mother. Alexis believes that, as Scout's only connection to her mother, they should spend more time with the young girl. They note Drew is here, and Alexis tries to get herself ready to suck up to him. Christina and Molly decide to hit the pool, with Christina heading out first to grab them some chairs. Drew meets with Martin in order to try to get the lawyer back on board with helping Willow at her upcoming custody hearing, The last Martin heard, Nina had hired Rick to do that. Martin lays it out that right now, Michael looks like a saint, and nothing he can do will help Willow's case, given her recent meltdowns. Alexis interrupts, which thrills Martin, who clearly wants to be anywhere else. Can you blame him? Drew asks what he can do for Alexis. She explains it's what he can do for Scout. Martin, meanwhile, meets Rick at the bar. Rick would like to retain Martin as his lawyer. Martin explains that his rates have recently gone up. Back at the pool, Cody and Ava relax. Ava comments on how hot it is and rubs ice from her drink all over her body while shamelessly moaning. She says he should try it, and then begins to ice Cody's chest when Christina walks in and spots them. At the Quartermains, Brooklyn tells Sonny that Deception won't be going to the police over the financial issue. Sonny says he would never knowingly put her company in jeopardy, which Brooklyn knows. They embrace. At the cafe, Lucy informs Sidwell and Jordan about the Sonny problem and that the ladies have all voted not to take this to the police. Sidwell asks how the vote fell, and Lucy says Maxie was the odd woman out. She admits they are all hoping the stepdaughter of Port Charles Chief of Detectives will be a team player. Sidwell looks concerned. At the pool, Emma fumes to Gio that she's sure her grandmother thwarted her plans for Dalton, and she'll find another way to take him down. In Laura's office, Mabel pushes Laura to do something about Anna and her dog, and storms out. Anna apologizes to Laura and promises to keep the dog under control. Laura says her hands are tied, and she knows Mabel, who won't back down. Sadly, Anna's going to have to find a new home for the dog. At the hospital, Stella informs Liz that Rick's office has contacted her, and she will be serving as a character witness for Willow. She says the man is going above and beyond for Willow. Liz says Rick can be surprising when he wants to be, which is why she has never been able to completely turn her back on him. Stella thinks this is less about Willow, as Rick would do anything for Liz. Back at the Metro Court, Martin takes Rick on as a client. Rick explains that he and Ava are in a partnership, and he needs to get out. It needs to be legal, airtight, and Ava can't know until the very last moment. At the pool, Cody tells Ava that she's gorgeous, and they move in close. He reminds her that the last time they got this close, she slapped him. She pushes him to take the risk, and they kiss. Christina returns to the restaurant and tells her sister there are too many obnoxious teens at the pool, and suggests they hit the lake instead. Alexis tells Drew she'd love to take Scout to the ballet the first week of September, but Drew says they have plans that weekend to visit schools in D.C. for when they move there. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Maxie Jones could be gearing up for a kidnapping crisis. Will Jen Sidwell make Max Scorpio's stepdaughter disappear? That outcome was certainly hinted at in GH's August 7th episode, when Lucy Coe offered updates on the latest Deception vote. It seemed like Lucy accidentally put Maxie in harm's way by revealing where she stood. Maxie was the only one who voted to hand over the evidence against Sonny Corinthos to the cops. Although Maxie was outvoted, there's no guarantee she'll keep her mouth shut. Lucy Tracy Quartermain and Brooklyn Quartermain are hoping Maxie will stick to their plan, but there's a chance she could go rogue. That's a chance that Sidwell may not be willing to take, since he's against all the Sonny drama blowing up at Deception. Considering Maxie's stepdad is the chief of detectives at the PCPD, it's easy to see why Sidwell's on edge. Based on Sidwell's expression after all Lucy's news, it seems likely he'll decide to do something about his Maxie problem. Kristen Storms is taking some time off for a big move to Tennessee, but she's promised fans an incredible story that everyone's going to freak out over. That could definitely line up with Maxie getting kidnapped by Sidwell soon enough. Of course, Maxie may have no idea who's behind her ordeal. Perhaps Maxie will get lured into some sort of captivity trap and find herself wondering how she's going to get out of her latest jam. It might initially be assumed that Maxie's out of town on business, but her disappearance could eventually set off alarm bells and lead to a desperate search by her loved ones. Whatever the case, Lucy just ratted Maxie out as a possible issue, one that Sidwell seems poised to take care of through drastic measures. Sidwell knows how to go to extremes, so Maxie may become an abduction victim before long. General Hospital spoilers say Maxie has some danger headed her way, so don't miss all the action. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, August 11th, reveal that Jocelyn Jacks and Britt Westbourne will have a close call while Jason Morgan makes an angry demand. Jack Brennan will also make a confession. So let's talk about what's ahead on the CBS soap. For starters, the drama will continue in Laura Collins's office, where Laura will insist that Liesl Obrecht has to earn being part of Rocco Falconeri's life. Meanwhile, Nina Reeves will deliver a warning to Ava Jerome about troublemaker Cody Bell. Although Nina will want Ava to be careful, Ava will insist she can handle Cody and may argue that they're just having fun. Of course, Ava won't realize Cody's carrying out a seduction scheme for Christina Corinthos Davis, so that revelation is sure to shake things up sooner or later. In the meantime, Tracy Quartermaine will scold Cody for his Ava pursuit and will argue that he's better than that. Will Cody manage to keep Tracy in the dark on the true nature of his interest in Ava? Over with Alexis Davis. She'll realize Molly Lansing Davis is in favor of Drew Kane going to Washington, D.C. Molly may admit it'd be better for a lot of people if Drew moved away, though she'll presumably wish there was a way Scout Kane could stay. Since Alexis will contemplate some new legal actions, could she consider seeking custody of Scout? As for Brennan, he left looking Carly Spencer rattled since he just hinted that he hadn't been completely honest with her. Carly may assure Brennan that she can deal with whatever confession he's about to make, but Brennan won't be so sure about that. Of course, this has to be a fake-out, since there's no way Brennan would come clean about anything related to Jocelyn Jacks's secret agent gig and the new mission she's on. Brennan will indeed confess something to Carly, but it probably won't be a very big deal in the end. At the Quartermaine mansion, Jason will angrily push for answers now that Anna Devane has had a change of heart. Anna thinks Jason should try to find Britt ASAP, so he'll sense that she's concealing some news she's learned. "Tell me what you know and how you know it," Jason demands in Monday's GH preview video. Even if Anna doesn't reveal the details of her conversation with Brennan, she could at least give Jason vague updates on her latest Dalmatia clue. Anna will want Jason to go digging at the resort there, but she'll also think he should be careful. At the Five Poppies, Jocelyn and Vaughn just arrived to check in. Britt is standing right there with a menacing Pascal, but her face is turned away and she's got a giant hat on. That could be GH's way of making this a close call instead of a full-blown encounter. Britt may scurry away before Jocelyn has a chance to recognize her, which could save their face-to-face shocker for another day. General Hospital spoilers say Jocelyn will face some frustration once this mission's in full swing, so don't miss the hurdles ahead. General Hospital spoilers suggest that Steve Burton is a very busy bee. From his work on the ABC soap as Jason Morgan to his daily drama podcast with fellow GHer Bradford Anderson, as well as his weight loss and mindset coach program, Burton juggles a ton of balls. This means he also has to effectively use his workday to balance the many hats he wears. Burton recently posted a video on his social media about his weight loss and mindset coaching program while on set at GH. But a behind-the-scenes glimpse has fans wondering what kind of trouble Jason Morgan will run into in the near future. Any fan that follows Steve Burton on his Instagram knows that his content is always upbeat, positive, and inspiring. He recently uploaded a video on his IG stories talking about his weight loss and mindset coaching program and encouraging others to prioritize themselves by putting their health first. It's clear that Burton was at the GH studios, somewhere outside, as the General Hospital sign could be seen in the background. It's unknown as to whether he was done filming for the day or possibly on a break, but one thing was clear. He had quite the goose egg on his forehead. That bump on Steve's forehead looks like he, or his character Jason, took a bad fall or hit. It's entirely possible that Burton had a minor accident in real life, but then again, if he filmed this video while shooting, said goosebump could be Jason-related and simply filming makeup. Without knowing exactly when Steve filmed the video, was he being Jason Day? It's hard to say when fans should brace themselves for some drama headed Jason's way in the form of a head injury. If Jason does sustain a head injury, this isn't good news considering the brain complications his character has faced in the past, which stem from the drunk driving accident he was involved in at the hands of his brother, A.J. Quartermain, in 1995. Still, Jason is always in the line of fire, one way or another, so fans will need to stay tuned to the daytime drama to see what happens with this character next. General Hospital spoilers tease that Curtis Ashford and Dr. Portia Robinson are currently breathing a sigh of relief. Curtis incorrectly believes that he and Drew Kane have called a truce, and that Portia is now safe from Drew's blackmail. Curtis and Portia were hoping that Drew would turn over the blackmail material that he had on Portia, but Drew said he wanted to hold on to it, at least for now. But Drew has no plans to let Curtis or Portia off the hook permanently. As viewers may recall, Portia was desperate to keep Heather Weber in prison for her many crimes, especially because at one point, Heather was targeting Portia's daughter, Trina Robinson. So, when it was discovered that most of Heather's more violent crimes may have been committed while she was suffering from mercury poisoning, Portia altered Heather's lab test to show no sign that her mercury levels were any different now than when she was murdering people as the serial killer known as the Hook. Brad Cooper discovered what Portia had done and for a short while blackmailed Portia himself. But he eventually agreed to let Portia off the hook. But then, in order to appease Selena Wu, he gave her the proof of Portia's actions, rather than shredding the document as promised. Selena wasted no time in giving the information to Drew, who has taken over for Brad ever since. Most recently, Drew asked Portia to alter Michael Courtinthos' blood work to make it look like he was addicted to opioids. Portia refused and had planned to resign her position at General Hospital rather than give in to Drew any longer. But luckily for Portia, Drew and Curtis apparently came to a truce, which meant Drew would theoretically no longer be threatening her. Dr. Isaiah Gannon has been a support to Portia for the last several months, although he wasn't aware of what exactly was upsetting her so much. But now that Isaiah knows Drew was blackmailing Portia, look for him to confront his boss over Drew's blackmail. He may press Portia to reveal exactly what Drew has over her head so that he can help in any way he can. But once he learns what Portia did, he may not be quite so understanding. Time will tell exactly what Isaiah will do now that he knows the truth. Do you believe Drew is really through with his blackmail plot against Portia? Will Isaiah confront Portia now that he knows she was being threatened? And if so, what will he do once he discovers the truth? Anything can happen in Port Charles, so stay tuned to General Hospital airing weekdays on ABC. General Hospital spoilers tease that Michael Corinthos was pleasantly surprised when Judge Eva Heron granted him full custody of both his children following the custody hearing between himself and Willow Tate. Although Michael believed he had a strong case, he also knew that it was a rare thing for the father to get full custody in a child custody case, unless the mother was a danger to the children. But even now, Michael has no idea the entire case was rigged in his favor by a most surprising party. In a surprising move, Jen Sidwell bribed Judge Heron in order to endure Michael won custody of his children. Until recently, Sidwell's motives were unclear. But he recently revealed his plan to his son, Marco Rios. He plans to frame Sonny Corinthos for the crime, so that it will not only ruin Sonny's relationship with Michael, but will also likely put Sonny in the middle of a criminal investigation. That's the last thing Sonny needs right now because of the upcoming Measure C vote. If the bill passes, then the city will force Sonny to sell his docks, thus crippling his organization. But how will Sidwell put his plan into motion? He could anonymously send a tip to authorities about the bribe, but there's no guarantee we'll find any evidence linking Sonny to the judge. Sidwell may have to take a more direct approach. To do that, he may have to murder Judge Heron, but make it look like a suicide. Perhaps Sidwell would plant a forged note in the judge's writing, where she confessing to taking a bribe from Sonny. If the police discover proof that Heron took a bribe, they might easily be able to connect it to the time frame Michael and Willow's custody hearing. Perhaps the court would then vacate Heron's decision and award Willow custody of her and Michael's children. Michael will never forgive Sonny if he believes that Sonny is the reason Willow gets full custody. But even worse, Sonny could lose the docks and could even end up serving a prison sentence. Then Sidwell's revenge would be complete. When will Sidwell put his plan in motion? Will he murder Judge Heron to further his agenda? Could Michael lose custody of his children if it's believed Sonny bribed Heron? Anything can happen in Port Charles, so make sure to watch General Hospital airing weekdays on ABC. And don't forget to check back right here regularly for all your General Hospital news, information, and spoilers. Who will get to Brit first? The race to the Five Poppies Resort is on during the August 8, 2025 episode of General Hospital. But is it too late? It's all about to go down at the Five Poppies Resort, where Brit may be reaching the end. She's not only been at a standstill on her mission with her mystery boss, but now she's on strike, and her captor's not too happy. The second thing turned violent for Brit was when Joss and Vaughn arrived on their WSB mission. They've yet to see Brit's face, but when they do, Joss will be reunited with the woman who saved her life from the hook. Meanwhile, Anna knows Joss is on the mission to find Brit, and she's frantically warning Jason that he needs to go find Brit ASAP, where he'll also unexpectedly find Joss. On the hospital side of things, Stella may need to watch her back. Drew is back to creeping around GH, and this time, he happened upon Stella talking to Portia about her friendship that looks like more with Isaiah. Now that Drew is in the process of filing an insurance claim, what could this mean for Stella's career? In the upcoming episode of General Hospital, which is set to air on August 8th, 2025, confrontations will take place. Meanwhile, loyalties will be tested, secrets bubble beneath the surface, and alliances will shift in surprising ways. Anna will confront Jack to discuss their unfinished business. Further, Lulu and Dante are worried about their son, and Drew will ask Elizabeth if he is actually good for Willow. Meanwhile, Anna will talk to Jason about Brit's whereabouts. The upcoming episode of the soap opera will set the stage for a roller coaster, where characters might have to make difficult choices as explosive confrontations unfold. This could change the storyline for multiple characters, shifting the power dynamics in Port Charles. In the upcoming episode of General Hospital, it is speculated that Dante and Lulu are on the edge. As seen in the recent developments, Rocco is searching for answers about the woman who gave him up, and this quest is bringing buried wounds to the surface. It was revealed that Brit, who was presumed dead, was actually alive. Further, Rocco's communication with Liesl also stirred some major tension in Port Charles, since Lulu and Dante asked him not to talk to her. However, in the upcoming episode, Lulu will be highly frustrated by Rocco's quest, but will this outburst of hers add distance between her and Rocco? Further, on General Hospital, Brennan has assigned Jocelyn a crucial assignment and sent her to Croatia. However, things will take a turn when Carly learns about this secret partnership and may pose a serious question about their future together. Anyhow, Anna was aware of Brennan's plot, and in the spoilers for the upcoming episode, it is seen that she will confront Brennan in front of Carly about their unfinished business. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Alexis will also be seen having a conversation with Jason. She will question why he has not left for Croatia yet. As seen in the previous episodes, it was revealed that Brit is alive, and he was not hallucinating like Liesl. It was really Brit whom he saw at the airport. Anyhow, speculations suggest that upon being questioned why he has not left for Croatia yet, he will respond that he has decided to cancel his plans and honor Brit's decision not to meet anyone from Port Charles. Elsewhere on General Hospital, in Croatia, it looks like Brit is on strike. She was seen enjoying the sun near a pool and asking someone to announce that she is on a strike, implying that her demands are not being fulfilled. Further on General Hospital, after the big wedding fallout, Drew is scrambling, trying to fix things for Willow, even if it's not his place. Recently, Elizabeth has become his beacon, or anyone who wants to help Willow. In the preview, he was seen asking Liz if Willow is actually better off with him. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you!